Hi there, my name is Adrienne Yeardye. I'm one of the organizers at Art in the Workplace, an art exhibit that is held at the Master Innovation Park in Hamilton, Ontario, and I'm also one of the artists. And so we're here today to meet my trusty sidekick, Emma, who's behind the camera. Hello, Emma. And we are doing artist videos to help to showcase each artist. There are over 100 artists that exhibit here 3 times a year. And this exhibit has gone on for many years, since 2009. And we are wanting to make it more visible to Hamilton and area, our community. It's a really cool initiative. So I'll tell you a little bit about me, because that's what we're doing. We're talking about the artists. And I am a glass artist and also a writer. And my claim to fame is that I am the Art in the Workplace #1 fan and also their poster child, because it has really helped me to develop and learn about myself as a creative. Typically, my creative boundaries have been glass art for 15 years or so, 15, almost 20 years, and writing for most of my life. As long as I have been able to do that. And I never thought of myself as a mixed media artist, but Art in the Workplace has definitely brought that out in me. So in my creative work, I am a glass artist and a writer. And when I started exhibiting here at Art in the Workplace, it was just after COVID. And the other artist that I was going to be doing collaboration with, she moved away, so we couldn't do it together. She did big caricature portraits. They were just gorgeous, and she wanted to use one of my earrings for the piece that she was going to put in here. So we were going to do a collaboration. So when I had to do it on my own, I thought, well, how am I going to get in? So I had to invent something and use my own glasswork, and also tell a little story that was inspired by conversations that I had in an online community that grew during COVID. And this piece of jewelry that I'm wearing now was the piece that I entered, and we came to call it, it's called Caribbean Queen, but we came to call it in our little group Caribbean Staycation, because it sat on my desk. And it's beachy, so we would talk about the vacations that we wanted to have. So in this piece that I first put into Art in the Workplace, it was called Souvenir, and it was a shadow box, just one that you get at Michael's, and the bracelet was hanging, and then there was a little story that went underneath that was a combination of 2 things that had actually happened. So I fell in love with thinking about how I could stretch my own work, and how I could keep submitting something and keep changing and keep growing. And so now I've kind of come into the world accidentally of mixed media, which is totally new to me and not something that I would ever have thought of. And it has grown out of using glass in the pieces, and also a desire to use these really great frames, these vintage frames that I love that kind of stuff. Upcycling. And this particular piece is called, this is the most recent one, and they have been something in a frame, obviously, because it hangs on the wall, and one of the stories from a book that I've written. So this one is called Radical Collab, because the painting I didn't do came with the frame. And it is painted by a man in Hamilton called Ronald Drysdale. He lived on Upper Gage in 1977. It's on the back. And I did stalk him on the internet, of course, as you do. And if it's the same Ronald Drysdale, then he died in 2015 or 2016. And he was just a really sweet man. And so I really love the painting and used it, because in these pieces I couldn't get the paintings or the prints in the other ones off of the frame without damaging all of it. So I had to figure out how to incorporate the pieces together. The old work, the prints, and the matting. I really like the matting in most of them, and this one in particular. I love the painting, and I was just going to hang it in my house just because I think it's really, really beautiful. So, all in all, what I want to share here is that I wouldn't have gone this direction with any of my artwork. I would have just hung this piece on my wall and just loved it. But now I get to experience it in a different way, and I get to be a participant in Ronald's work, and lucky me, I get to be the person that I get to stand on his shoulders, and in all the things that we do, isn't that what creative community is about? Isn't that what any kind of community is about? We make each other better. So, and we care for each other's things, thoughts, feelings, explorations, all that stuff, all that deep stuff. And I think what I want to express here to the artists that are going to follow me in these videos that we're doing is how much these things mean to us in community, and what these kinds of initiatives, not just our art, but when we bring them together and we work together, what we can bring to the world, just in a very simple local community kind of a way. And it's really important. And I know that I would not have stretched into my creative life, or even really into what I think what I think I want to express with my book, with my poetry. I wouldn't have done that if it wasn't for something like Art in the Workplace. So I really want to encourage the other artists that are doing the videos, and also the artists that aren't doing the videos quite yet, but to submit something and to think about your work in a larger way, what it means to someone else, and what it can not just offer them as a thing of beauty, but what it can inspire them to see in themselves. And we have a gift to give each other. We have a gift to share. And I can say this from both sides of the desk, in a way, the artist side and also the organizer side. It's really important, and it's really fulfilling work to be engaged in, whether again you're an artist as a participant, or whether you're a patron coming to see. So finally, we have these exhibits are 3 times a year, and we have an opening gala that has some kind of beautiful musician. We love them too. There's music, and there is great food, and you can get a beer, which is amazing. And you can wander around, and in between, and wander around and chat with each other, and as artists get to know each other. And also, this building, McMaster Innovation Park, is open business hours Monday to Friday, and you can come here and have coffee and just wander around. There's an excellent coffee shop here. They make a great latte, and I am a snob, so I know this. And it's a beautiful initiative. So I hope you will join us. I hope you will join us as artists making videos, making work. And if you don't submit something, make something in your own studio. And I don't care if you draw on doodle on a napkin. It means something. It's an expression of beauty, and it's an expression of community and growth, which is how we make this world just really, really cool. So thank you for listening to this. I hope you come, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.